Hey, what's up guys? It's Moonfyye here, and today I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy 16. Previously on Final Fantasy 16, Clive and Jill were making their way to Eastpool after the bridge at Martha's Rest was fixed. As they arrived at Eastpool, they were approached by Lady Hannah, who welcomes Clive and Jill into her home. She informs both of them that Murdoch had died at Phoenix Gate on the night of the attack. This makes Clive overwhelmingly upset as he thinks about what he had done. Lady Hannah sees this and tells Clive and Jill to get some rest. The next morning, Lady Hannah gives Clive his father's old clothes as he and Jill continue on with their journey. As they both make their way across town, they are met with an elderly man also known as Master Mayor. The mayor ends up asking Clive for a favor. This is when our character is sent on a wild goose chase for a devoted bearer of Archduke Elwyn. After finding this person, he believes Clive is Archduke Elwyn. Clive plays along and escorts the man back to Eastpool, where the mayor thanks us for helping him. After this minor little side quest, Clive and Jill continue on their way to Phoenix Gate. They begin to explore the ruins of Phoenix Gate when all of a sudden Clive sees the hooded man again. Clive and Jill attempt to chase down the hooded man by going further into the ruins. Eventually, they are met with a door, and the only people who can open the door is the dominant of the Phoenix. And since Clive has some of that power, he was able to open the door to the Hall of the Ancestors. At this point, Clive and Jill fight their way through the ruins in a dungeon-style manner. As they make their way through the Hall of the Ancestors, they eventually make their way to the main area, which is decorated by a mural. As Clive and Jill are looking at the mural, the hooded man appears before Clive. This is when the hooded man reveals to Clive that he is Clive himself. He is then teleported to a different realm where he sees the Phoenix and Ifrit fighting like they had on the night of the attack. Clive begins to break down and feel immense guilt and pain as he accepts the truth. Eventually, a younger version of Clive appears, telling his older self that he was supposed to be Joshua's shield. Joshua then appears as well, and Clive goes rushing to him to apologize for failing him. As Clive is apologizing to Joshua, he disappears right in front of him. This is when Clive admits to everything he did, how he blamed someone else for his mistake so he wouldn't lose himself, and how he kept running from his past to avoid all the pain and suffering. As he accepts the truth, younger Clive and older Clive pass the flame, and Ifrit begins to move, showing he's ready to attack Clive. This is when Clive and Ifrit fight against each other. Not gonna lie, this battle was super fun, but this is only the start of it. Once Clive finished fighting Ifrit disappears into a fiery explosion, which then revealed a shadow version of Clive. Clive tenses up and admitting he still hasn't fully accepted the truth. And just to chime in, this too was another epic battle. Anywho, after defeating the Infernal Shadow combines his power and Ifrit together to become a stronger version of himself. Fighting this version of Infernal Shadow was intense, but also fun, and just like the previous two boss fights, I had a lot of fun with this one too. But after defeating the Infernal Shadow again, younger Clive appears from behind, and older Clive finally accepts the truth. As Clive accepts the truth, our characters unlock the limit break gauge. Clive's fighting abilities are increased, and he becomes a lot more stronger. As he fights the Infernal Shadow makes himself into Ifrit again. Clive had had enough at this point and had fully accepted the truth, that he is the true Ifrit, resulting in Clive changing into Ifrit himself. As Ifrit fights against Ifrit, Clive is victorious and strikes Infernal Shadow down once and for all. After this final boss fight, Clive is taken back to reality where Jill and Torgal are waiting for him. Clive realizes the hooded man is no longer there, so Clive, Jill, and Torgal all leave the ruins. As they all leave the ruins, Jill promises to always stand by Clive's side, and as they were talking, Joshua was watching Jill and Clive from afar. Oh, also this bozo appears again momentarily. He was basically upset that Benedicta had died, which led him to ordering his soldiers to find Sid immediately. So yeah, that's about it. Let's go ahead and continue on with the story. So the current main quest mission we are doing is called The Meaning of Life, and we have to return to Eastpool. Honestly, with everything that happened last time, I am kind of worried to see what happens next. I feel like Clive is definitely going through the motions of what happened last time, but it's finally good to see that he's accepted basically the truth. I'm trying to find sparklies. I don't think anything's gonna be here. I thought there was going to be enemies on this section last time, but clearly there's not. Or I spoke too soon.
What is it?
I spoke too soon.
Come on.
Okay, so I definitely spoke way too soon when it came to enemies being here. I bet you there's Imperial soldiers. I see fire. Cutscene time. Oops, wrong button.
What happened here?
Yikes, why?
Curious. You'll pay for this.
That's so messed up.
We killed a live one. What are you doing?
I didn't expect that to be what happened.
survivors!
This thing is telling me to do the limit break thing, but I don't want to limit break quite yet. I'm just so shocked. Okay, let's do the limit break. I want to test it out. This thing will actually change like how the combat goes now. Oh wait, that was so fast. It lasted a lot longer in the cutscene cinematic. Alrighty, that was that. I really hope the old man didn't die. Or the lady. Oh god.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded?
No.
You were born a slave, and you'll die.
I need to kill this thing first because he's gonna heal. No healing.
Dogs.
You got dogs?
They were innocent people.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened here. And where did these people come from? I don't know. There's more. There's always more. Oh my goodness. There you go. Always have to get rid of the healers first, otherwise these battles will last a lot longer than they need to. I don't know how much more enemies there's going to be. Oh, okay. Cutscene? I'm really hoping that lady is okay.
All
What?
must burn. The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command.
Oh, the mom did this. Oh gosh.
My mother ordered this. Why?
Clive,
I know.
The mom is so
You
evil.
know what to do.
I don't know what she has against Clive. And really anyone else, with that being said. I thought this would be the perfect time for a limit break just because he's staggered. Ooh. That's a lot of damage. Although I feel like I could have done more if I just was in my normal form. Okay. Well, I'm glad I walked away. There you go. Once again, he's staggered. Hopefully we can get him on this one. I feel like there's going to be another thing that will try to kill us in here. Unless this is the last guy. I don't know. I hope he's the last guy. There we go. Yes, there we go. Nice. Got a few crafting materials, but I assume there's a cutscene coming up, so let's go ahead and watch it.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late. Gav. Clive.
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
but why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Honestly, that was super sad that Lady Hannah and the rest of the villagers all got ambushed. And also, who is the suspicious character? Does he work for that one big dude that we saw previously? I don't know, but it looks like he could. Definitely a creepy character, that's for sure. Oh look, we got some new abilities. I didn't realize we would get more on this one. I kind of wish I saved my points now. I gotta basically do these ones first since they're the lowest cost ones. But then eventually I will get this one. Anyways, I need to see if I need to get any upgrades or potions, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Alrighty, so it looks like I don't necessarily have to reinforce or buy anything. A lot of the stuff was stuff I already have and or weaker than what I currently have as well. Anyways, I'm right here by Sid's store, so let's go ahead and go through.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most but march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
and yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
It looks like there's some new characters that are coming in. And we also got to see Bahamut's, I don't know his character's name, but basically that kid's dad. Looks like we have a few side quests as well. Although I've been doing the side quests basically off of cam because it's just easier that way since they're more, you know, tedious in that sense. Anyways, I was checking out one of the side quests. I didn't accept it, but yeah, I'll probably just come back to that later just because I do the side quest basically off of camera. But anyways, we have our main quest in front of us, so let's go ahead and check it out.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having... On second thoughts, I don't want to know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the Royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again, this time due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back, and she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
No, he won't be able to find Sid and Jill before the dame finds him. Which also, I'm so happy that the game basically explained like the dominance and the icons or whatever, because for the longest time, I was genuinely very confused about it. Like, I understood it to some degree, but the whole terminology was kind of confusing also. I'm trying to figure out how we get to this one place. Do I need to go down here for it? That's where the side quest is. But I want to know how to get to the place. I guess this wasn't the correct way, but there's a way up. Did this go there? Oh yeah, I think this was the right way. Going up that ladder was the right way, and then I'm headed off to my next destination. Also, this is so strange that basically it's just Clive and Torgal now. We don't even have Jill with us. I wonder how this will go. Although, you know, having Jill on your team, I feel like it really wasn't that helpful. She didn't really do a lot of damage when it came to attacking the enemies. I don't know about Sid though. Like, I think he did help. What is... Oh. Dragon. Let's fight it. But yeah, I feel like Sid was more helpful. I just don't feel like Jill was the most helpful. But yeah. We are fighting a giant dragon. I hope this gives good XP. Okie dokie. The dragon is dead, but I'm glad I went to attack it because there's a chest right there. I'm just trying to fight some of the ads as we go along so I can get that XP and stuff. I hear like some chocobos. Oh, never mind. They're going away. Should I chase them? I don't know. What's over here? Oh. What is over here? There's a bunch of those dragons? Ooh, I leveled up after just fighting those dragons. There's a big one. I always debate whether or not I want to fight something, mostly for like how challenging it is to fight it. These things aren't too bad. They just have a lot of health, so it's not that big of a deal. Unlike the turtles from last time, those were such a pain in the butt. I did not have fun fighting those things. And the giant dragon is dead. Okay, I don't think there's anything really worth it to get from that, so I kind of wish I went towards the chocobos. Hello, chocobos. Can we be friends today? It's a brand new day. If I boop you, will you attack me? Yep. Go away, chickens. I'm leaving. What is that? A raptor? They look like dinosaurs. Is this what those tiny little things I said that looked ugly turn into? Or is this something completely different? These things are so weird. Like they're just overgrown chickens. With some spikes. Our sparklies. Grab. I think there's another one back here. And more raptors, it looks like. Yep, more raptors. Want my sparkly first. Okay, those are also gone. Surprisingly, those are pretty easy to fight. They don't really, you know, put up a fight. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to my destination. But before we do, I did want to mention, I don't know why, but some of these ad fights, it's getting kind of laggy and I'm kind of worried my game might crash. I hope that doesn't happen, and I just ran into a tree. But yeah, I hope that doesn't happen because I don't want to basically crash. There's some more raptors over here. Oh, they killed one of the thingies. Aw, well now they deserve to be gone. Okay, all the enemies here are gone. I did see that this thing basically killed one of the antelopes. Honestly, antelope makes me think of a cantaloupe. But look, they killed it. That's not very nice. Let them be. I want to explore this entire area, but like it's gonna take forever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue on to the checkpoint.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope that Dame has friends in the south.
A weird thing to say, but okay. Oh, is this the person?
You won't find carpets like this in the
I think so? Yeah, it looks like it.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the Dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
I was wondering when the next cringe scene will pop up, and it seems like it'll be soon. Alright, we're back to this lady. Let's see what she wants.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But It's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement. As do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Yeah, I am absolutely terrified about what's gonna happen next. Mostly because I think something kind of cringy might happen. I'm also kind of disappointed that I didn't find Sid or Jill. I don't know if I missed something, but yeah, I guess we're almost here at our quest destination.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
Okie dokie, so it seems like we have some more errands to do, but unfortunately we will have to save that for next time, as I am gonna go ahead and end my video here. I will say though, I am curious to see how Jill and Sid will make their way into Northreach, especially since we didn't find them on our way to here. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen, and also I am not looking forward to the errands and trying to find this person, if I'm being honest, just because it's a little tedious and kind of feels like a side quest. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. I hope you guys are enjoying Final Fantasy 16 just as much as I am, and with all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, or evening. Take it easy and peace. Bye!